Today I'm going to talk about one thing that most people forget to do. Individuals seem to always want to love someone else, but we never learn from ourselves. We never want to love ourselves. As children, we learn to share, we learn to be nice, and we learn all that things for other people. But as we get older, we neglect on what we can do for ourselves. So today we're going to talk about why is it important to love yourself, how you can love yourself, and why you should love yourself. My main sources were World of Psychiatry, Abundance Tapestry, and Psychology Today. So, why is loving yourself important? According to Psychology Today, trying to be someone else just to make yourself feel better, no one really is going to know who you are. They're never going to learn that person. And you may there comes a day where that's just too much for yourself. You feel like, well, they don't really love me. They just think they love me because they think this is the real me. And that's where depression and everything else comes in. And when you start loving yourself, those questions of, well, if this person likes me, or like, are they gonna like me because of something I don't like? Well, that changes completely. Like, let's say you give a friend a gift, but your friend doesn't really like the gift. You take that to heart. You're saying to yourself, well, if you don't like the gift, you don't like me. But when you love yourself, you identify the gift as something you gave them, not something that represents you as a whole. It doesn't represent your friendship. And it's important because you have to take care of yourself. And when you don't love yourself, you forget about the hygiene. You forget that you taking care of yourself matters and everything falls apart. And when you look in the mirror and you realize just how much you let yourself go, it just worsens the love for yourself. So now you know it's why it's important. Now you have to learn how to do it. Some ways that you do it is point out things that you like about yourself already. Point out the things that are unique about yourself. Focus on those. Expand it. And accept those flaws that you hate so much. Make sure that you understand that no one else has these flaws. That maybe these flaws make you amazing. Maybe these flaws are the same reason why people love you so much. Stop self-criticism. If you make a mistake, if you fall down and everyone's laughing at you, laugh at yourself. Those moments will make great stories when you're older. And when you self-criticize yourself, it just, everything you feel like you're doing is not enough. And you're always just killing yourself over these little things when you could be out there exploring and making new friends, having an adventure, having a fun time. Stop worrying about everything. Like take if you make a mistake and your friend says it's okay, it is okay. But if you keep like going back and saying, well, I did this one time, you're never going to move on. You're never going to have fun. You need to relax. You need to have fun. You have to make those steps in order to like make your life better. And if you don't, you're just going to be miserable for the rest of your life. You also have to forgive. You have to forgive your past. You made mistakes. You're human. It's okay. But if you keep going back and saying, oh, I shouldn't have done that one time, you will never be happy. You will let your past haunt you and you'll just never move on. So you have to be truthful to yourself too. You have to like sit down and actually say, hey, this hurts me, or hey, this needs to get better. If not, you're never gonna make yourself happy. You're never gonna love yourself because you don't know yourself. You don't know how you feel because you neglect those feelings. So these are some reasons why you should love yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are your own person. You may have a husband, you may have kids, but at the end of the day, you count on yourself to bring yourself up. If you can't bring yourself up, no one else can. And you have to gain the confidence to do your dreams. If you don't love yourself, you're never going to go after your dreams. You're just going to stay miserable. You're just going to want to sleep all day and end everything. So And when you begin to love yourself, you begin to accept the love from others. And this is why you should love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to allow anyone to love you. And what's life about without love? So remember, because you have to try these steps in order to stop thinking negatively and just find happiness. So remember that you are an incredible person, that you're unique and amazing, and that one day you will be truly happy. The first step to a happier life is learning to love the person that is always with you. The person you criticize the most. The individual is the person when no one else is around. Learn to love yourself. Thank you.
Clap, clap.